Hey Booktube, it's the American Samurai, Bucky749, back with another quick pickup. I showed you this one book here. This is the 1979 Star Trek Annual. Now what's pretty cool about this is it's actually a collection of Gold Key comics. And this is actually 4 issues of Gold Key comics. This is A Bomb in Time Parts 1 and 2, and The Furlong to Fury Part 1 and 2. So I believe it's, I could be wrong, this is, I think, 4 issues. Plus some extras like a space chase, a real spaceship Enterprise, which kind of fits page 20. But I think it is. This actually may fit into what I'm actually reading right now, into the book I'm reading right now. Yeah. That's exactly what it's talking about in that stamp book I'm reading. And then, turns out one of my favorite podcasts, Charting the Territories, will be ending. And Al Getz, who does the podcast, writes several books. If you guys remember, I actually read one of his books a while back. Well, he's going to stop publishing the books. So I figured, if I'm going to get any more of his books, I better get them now before they got a print. Now we will get any of them. I've been thinking about getting one of his books in particular. This one. This is Charlie Horseman's 1971-1973 Jim Crockett Mid-Atlantic. So this is WCW. Before WCW. So yeah. All kinds of information here, like you know, information on different wrestlers, like Green stats, like Joe Turner, aka Joe Sky Heel. Joseph David Turner, born December 1939, Alabama, died May 2014, began career 1966, first stint here 1969, weekly spot average 0.58, 3 per week 7, bookings per week 4.5, weeks in territory 93, 41 in average singles versus Jesse James, 74 with Bowen versus Dylan and Furr versus K and RJK versus Jacobs M. Mike. So yeah, you get stats and all kinds of different stuff. You get this kind of stuff. You get like newspaper clippings too. Let's see here. 2/12/71 Richard VA Texas Death Match. Paul Jones and Nelson Royal versus Rip Hawk and Sweet Hampson. Luther Lindsay Alvarez versus Gene Anderson and Chris Torres, Johnny Helms and Bob Brawl versus Tony Romo and Bob Burns. Rip Hawk and Sweet Hansen defeat Nelson Royal and Paul Jones in no time limit non-disqualification main event wrestling at Fairgrounds last night, when Nelson Royal and Paul Jones were unable to continue. In another tag back, Luther Lindsay and Al Torres and Gene Anderson and Tony Romero in singles bouts, Bob Burrow and Johnny Hinman and Bob Burns over Tony Valero. So all kinds of, if you're into wrestling, it's all kinds of different stats and facts. And this one actually looks like newspaper articles too, which is pretty cool. Rankings and feuds, all kinds of different things. So yeah, I'm looking forward to checking that out. So that was my pickups. It was only $2, but let me know what you guys think. Until next time, this is the American Samurai saying we'll see you next time. Until next time, keep your feet on the ground and your nose in a book, and we'll see you next time. Comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon if you're new, and see you later.